we are within you now to remind you, our fully awakened ones, that those of you who are calm, grounded and connected with your higher self will be called on to give rational explanations for what is occurring during our first contact. You will be asked to find the balance between those people who get too excited about first contact and those who refuse to accept it. Then, there are those who may become very angry about it. Our plan is that the Pleiadians will expand their resonance into a frequency in which humans, that is humans whose consciousness resonates to the fourth and fifth dimension, will be able to perceive them. The Pleiadians have been chosen for this mission because they look very human. Therefore, they are not frightening in any way, except that they are taller. That tallness will also remind the humans that they need to be respectful. This landing will occur in a frequency, not in a place, and there are many factors that determine exactly in what frequency they will land. Therefore, those of you who can expand your consciousness into the higher frequencies of consciousness will be the ones who will be able to perceive us. In fact, those of you who can already expand your consciousness into gamma waves are likely already having some degree of communication with the galactics, their higher selves, and/or the angelics. Therefore, you will not be afraid, because you will have already been debriefed by your own higher guidance about what you need to do, when you need to do it, where you need to do it. Most important, you will be the calm source of information that allows others to realize that they asked for these landings. In fact, the reason why the galactics are here, the reason that the Pleiadians are planning their first contact, is because a majority of Earthlings asked. You, a majority of humanity said, we are ready. However, the minority that is not ready for contact can be very loud, quite violent, and very terrified. It is for this reason that we are not going to land in the third-dimensional frequency of your reality. We know that if we did land in the third dimension, that it would be an excuse for those still living via power over to explode more bombs and cause more violence. So, we are allowing the people to create their own reality that resonates to the frequency of their consciousness. If one's consciousness is pinned to the third or the lower fourth dimension, they have a great deal of fear. Thus, we will not reveal ourselves at that frequency, because too many humans would be frightened, and frightened people get violent. The people whose consciousness resonates into the fourth dimension will be receiving many dreams in which they will experience the higher dimensions. They will also have this experience in their meditation life, but may not yet have these experiences in their daily life. You, the ones who have been able to expand your consciousness into the fifth dimension, and have been able to anchor your light body within your core, will be the first ones who will be able to consciously perceive us. Now, you will not perceive us in the same manner that you perceive a third-dimensional tree, or even a fourth-dimensional dream. Actually, when we, the ARCTURIANs and the Pleiadians, reveal ourselves to Suzil, we understand that we appear to her almost like cutouts of light. There is an outline of a tall, thin person, which is light inside, and then the outline of a wavering being ourselves, the ARCTURIANs, which is light in the inside. There are no details, yet. But there is a feeling. This feeling feels like the ARCTURIANs feel to Suzil. This feeling feels like the Pleiadians feel to Suzil. This is one of the manners in which our awakened ones will perceive us. They will feel it via their bodies. They will know by their physical bodies. All our messages are meant to slowly, gradually allow you to adapt to the possibility that there are higher interdimensional, sentient beings within and around your Earth. Humanity has been deeply brainwashed that they are the tops of the heap. But, at the same, their television, their radio, and even their schools, their jobs have told them that they are not good. However, many of these messages are subliminal, so you do not even know that you are allowing an outer message to interfere with your inner self. Therefore, many people are confused, but fortunately, some of you say, yes, I'm good enough. I am able to perceive these higher beings. There has been a purposeful campaign from the Dark Ones to make humanity live with a level of embarrassment. Oh, I am different from the people I see on the commercials. What's wrong with me? And, so what we want you to say is that the people on the commercials are actors and actresses. They're not those people, either. In fact, if you look at, enter into, read, or hear something that creates fear, then stop. Fear says no. So, respect your fear and investigate before proceeding. Now, that might mean that, oh, that's a bad message. Or it might mean that you're not ready for the message. Either way, you're not ready for the message, so you shouldn't listen to it. The identification of a dark and fearful message is very important, but if you get upset and hurt and feel victimized, then you've allowed your consciousness to fall down to that third-dimensional level where you are a victim. So, we say to all of you that you're going to be seeing and hearing a lot of things that you may say, oh, this isn't real. Oh, what's wrong with you? There's no such thing. You know, you're just a weird hippie. You're going to be hearing all those types of things from people that are not able to accept the higher frequencies of reality. Then all you do is send them unconditional love and violet fire, or turn off that show. Don't read that magazine. Don't talk to those people because many have been brainwashed by these third-dimensional concepts of separation and limitation. There has been a huge brainwashing campaign against the Galactics that started in the early 50s when we first tried to land. People didn't even know that they had been brainwashed. People were not even aware that they decided that there's no such thing as beings from another world, because they watched all the horror movies in the 50s. And then there were all the hidden messages that went onto the commercials that people did not know about. There was also the 50 Hz levels of sound that were run through the neighborhoods that people didn't know about. Then there were the myriad wars that were created to keep you all afraid, in debt, and thinking that the military and fighting are a solution to every problem. We want you all to know that we will not reveal ourselves to any person, place, situation, or being that has any fear, at all. So, you do not have to worry about being frightened, because if you hold fear, contact will not occur for you. Those that are not ready will not see it, they will not hear it, and they will not experience it. What you may not know is that when people hold fear in their aura, they send out a low, muddy red glow. We have filters so that our messages never go into those frequencies of light. Then there are some humans who are being courageous in translating and sharing our messages, and sharing with others. Because of these brave ones, there is lots of information that supports that galactics are real beings, and that there are many intergalactic beings. There are also many messages that Earth is, indeed, an important planet, and a keystone planet for this galaxy. For this reason, many of the forces of darkness have landed on Earth. Earth is like the kingpin in bowling. If you hit the kingpin, then everything goes. The Dark Ones don't want Earth to ascend because then, that ascension energy will go throughout the solar system and all the way out into the galaxy. Another way that you, the fully awakened ones, can assist us is to extend your consciousness into the fifth dimension. Via this higher state of consciousness, you will naturally be aware of your galactic family who is surrounding Gaia to assist her and all her inhabitants. With this awareness, you innately know to ground yourself in the core of Gaia. In this manner, you become one with Gaia, and also receive her protections. It is through this partnership with Gaia, that person and planet can ascend as one being. Via this connection, you know that Gaia is not a ball of rock. While in unity with Gaia, you can feel within your own being that Earth is a living, alive, emotional, loving, and very protective mother. It was only that Gaia is such a loving and protective mother, that she allowed the low-frequency beings onto her planet. She allowed herself to lower her frequency down into the lower third dimension, in the hopes that perhaps she could help these people. Now, some of them were healed, but the percentage of dark ones that were healed by Gaia's love is not very encouraging. Therefore, we, your galactic family, have been protecting Earth. We have not been allowing any more of these low-frequency beings to come onto Gaia's planet. Because dark ones can feel our energy rate, they know they are no contest for us. Most of them cannot even perceive us, but they do recognize our presence and think, okay, there's something there that is more powerful than we are able to deal with, so we'd better leave. We never harm anyone, but we can put up a barrier around them so that they can't go anywhere. They will just stay where they are, and they will not be able to impinge on Gaia's life force. They will not be able to go into the planetary sphere. There have been people in the past that have greatly harmed Gaia in your past, but there was nothing we could do, as the humans of Free Will Earth did not ask us to assist them. In fact, Most humans did not even know that we existed because they had succumbed to the Dark One's brainwashing. But in this now, many people have said, please help us. We need your help. Because of the Awakened One's call for assistance, we were able to assist you in many ways. However, Gaia is your planet, and you took an incarnation on Gaia within the now to assist your Earth Mother with her return to the higher resonance of her planetary self. For this reason, we chose to assist you to assist your planet. You, the members of humanity, must fully awaken, then assist others to fully awaken. We are very pleased to see that so many of you have awakened. We also see that you are now within the birth canal between 3rd, 4th dimensional Earth and 5th dimensional Earth. We are here to assist this birth, which is actually a rebirth back into the multidimensional beings of light that you have always been. We are always with you in this process. Just call, and we will reply. End of ARCTURIAN transmission.